Communiqué numéro 006. Le Comité pour la transition et la restauration des institutions, CTRI, réaffirme que compte tenu de son état de santé, l'ancien président de la République, Ali Bongo Ondimba, est libre de ses mouvements. Il peut, s'il le souhaite, se rendre à l'étranger afin d'y effectuer ses contrôles médicaux. Fait à Libreville, le 6 septembre 2023, le général de brigade, Brice Clotaire Oligui Nguema, président du Comité pour la transition et la restauration des institutions, président de la transition, chef de l'État.
The end of a carefully orchestrated coup. Gabon's junta leader, Brice Oligui Nguema, entering the presidential palace to a crowd of dignitaries, as if elected by the people after deposing President Bongo last Wednesday. Oligui is sworn in as what's being called the President of Transition. Cannons are fired, a reminder that the military is now in charge.
C'est sans aucune violence.
We have taken power without force or bloodshed and changed the regime that was in place. A regime that had taken hostage the Republican institutions for many years in complete disregard to democracy.
For the junta's supporters, hope of a new beginning for Gabon. A ceremony in sharp contrast to the 2017 presidential election that saw Bongo extend the family's dynastic rule to more than half a century.
The issue here is not legitimacy. He's in the best place to make the changes needed. Let's see if he can act on what he says.
We hope for a better day, but I can't say just yet what that will look like. We're waiting to see what he actually does.
Oligui promised a referendum on a new constitution and free and fair elections, but gave no timeline on how long he plans to stay in power. This small oil-rich nation is a key ally to France. The French company Total has been operating here for nearly 90 years. French political elites have been accused of using Gabon's state coffers to finance politics in France. After Mali, Guinea, Burkina Faso, and Niger, Gabon is the latest former French African colony to experience a coup and a rejection of how democracy has played out since independence.
So the head of the Republican Guard in Gabon, Brice Nguema, has been sworn in as Gabon's interim president. He has promised to return power back to a civilian authority, but he hasn't set a deadline for it yet. Maybe he still needs to figure out a few things, Sometimes these things are very complicated. Who knows? Or maybe he's just trying to buy more time for himself. Either way, the country has to move forward. So he has said, or he has granted his cousin Ali Bongo, the former president, the free will to either live in Gabon as a free citizen or to travel abroad for his medical needs if he wants. Which I do think that Ali Bongo is gonna take the option and then move abroad. Because remember, Ali has a lot of resources in France. So I think in France, he will be living there like a king. And I also think that the reason that that Brice might have offered Ali Bongo this option of traveling abroad is so that when Ali leaves the country, he won't be allowed in. Because remember, as long as Ali is in the country and as a free person, he is a threat to Brice. Because Ali ruled the country for 14 years, and before that, Ali was a minister of defense under his father, Omar Bongo. So I still believe that Ali Bongo will still have some people who are loyal to him. So if I am Brice, I wouldn't want him lingering around. It's either he is in abroad enjoying himself with all the money he has stolen, or he is in prison in Gabon. That's just the two ways that this thing can go. Because as long as Ali Bongo is a free person in Gabon, Bryce will never feel comfortable doing anything. And also, many people have speculated that this so-called coup in Gabon was more or less a family dispute among the Bongos, that they were just fighting against each other, and Bryce decided to take the presidency for himself. And that France is in cahoots with the Bryce faction. Well, this is just speculation. No one can prove this out. But be it as it may, I would have to say that this is a very, very dangerous move, because if you let a coup to take place in a country, things might just go wrong. Why side with somebody that you barely knew against somebody that you've dealt with for many years? Because Ali Bongo wasn't any threat to the French. Ali Bongo, as a matter of fact, was best buddy with Macron and the French. So why would the French support a coup against him? Why? And if the French wanted a transition from Bongo to some other person, wouldn't they have just convinced him to give it to his son? Why would they stage a coup to seize power from him? So these are all the lingering questions that people are asking themselves. But in due time, we will all find out the answers to all these questions. And there's one thing that is very funny about this whole situation in Gabon, is that I am guessing that Omar Bongo will be rolling in his grave, wondering how come Ali Bongo could be so stupid to have lost the presidency. Because remember, Omar Bongo was there for 40 plus years, and his son took over when he died. Just imagine how shocked he would be in heaven or in hell, in one of those places, just watching how stupid his son has become and how weak his son is to let the military take over things from him. But you guys out there, what is your take on this whole Ali Bongo issue in Gabon? Do you think that the only reason why the military junta there are saying that he could leave the country if he wants is so that if he leaves, he won't be let in back? Or maybe they just felt some compassion for him and they want him to get the medical attention that he badly needs? Let us know in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, don't forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel, because little bit of good we, like the one you're doing just now, help us a lot. And we shall forever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.